Today we're talking about omega A equals omega omega prime. This equation right here. Acceleration equals omega omega prime. One rotation is the vortex speed, and the other rotation, omega prime, is the smoke ring speed. Oh, pardon me, I got that mixed up. The mega subprime is the vortex speed, and the smoke ring speed is omega out here. So the smoke ring here, the blue smoke ring is omega, and the red vortex is omega prime. Now this is the technology. This is the technology of UFOs. This is the technology of spacecraft. They would have them disc shaped or shaped like a UFO. And what these would do is inside the chamber and around the craft, they would have plasma. And this plasma would rotate in perpendicular planes. It would rotate radially and axially. It would rotate in a vortex fashion and in a toroid fashion. And when you combine the two rotations, you get an upward acceleration, or you get an acceleration. If you reverse the accelerations in different directions, you can get a downwards acceleration. So you can get movement in both directions. But anyways, this is anti-gravity. This is how anti-gravity works. You have to create plasma, water, or air, or some type of fluid to rotate toroidally and as a vortex. And if you can get that, if you can do that, then you can produce an acceleration in any direction. Again, this is how UFOs work at a basic principle. The perpendicular rotation of plasma, the perpendicular rotation of water, the perpendicular rotation of air. They would use 30-foot diameter toroid magnets with huge copper piping for the wire. And they would use pulse DC to pulse the plasma in a vortex fashion and then to pulse the plasma in a toroidal fashion. This would allow for the UFO to take off from its standing point and go wherever it needs to go. And this also explains the reason why there's inertia effects or inertial effects in the field. Because once you develop this type of field with plasma surrounding the craft, you are independent of gravity's inertial reference frame. So in other words, the amount of G's that you experience might only be 1 G if you're taking a 10,000 mile per hour right-hand turn. You might only be experiencing 1 G, but it's over a different amount of time, because time is a variable and a factor in here. So time acts at different speeds within this field as well. So yeah, this is just a little bit of info on anti-gravity UFOs and how they actually work. And this is an equation proving that. Again, this equation is from a gyroscopic precession equation. And that equation, if you solve for gravity or solve for an acceleration, you get omega omega prime, assuming all radii and mass are equal to 1 kilogram and 1 meter. So that's that, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.